What's up, everybody? This is Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics and iHeartRadio. Now, we are here with one of the very, very amazing gentlemen from the film Alt-Right, Age of Rage. It is a fantastic documentary that is showing here at South by Southwest 2018. Daryle Jenkins, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you for having me here. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. Now, tell me, what inspired you to be a part of this documentary?
Well, a lot of times I don't like looking at, a lot of times I see the documentaries that are put on about white supremacists over the past several decades, and usually they focus primarily on the white supremacists and they never really talk about those that are actually fighting them, and it makes them look stronger than they are. And I think in this day and age you can't do that anymore. And I, for one, will not be a part of anything like that. This documentary is not that. This documentary looks at us, probably even more so than they look at the so-called alt-right. And I think that people will get a lot more understanding of how to fight them and how to deal with the climate that we're in right now.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that. What do you think it is about our current political climate that actually gives a lot of the members of the alt-right, for example, the ability to feel so emboldened to be so public?
Well, I think because Trump managed to get into the White House, they didn't think that was going to happen. But now that he's in, they feel they have a little bit of momentum. They feel that a lot of the things that people have publicly rejected, to them, are secretly being supported. And they're going to try to test those waters. And what Antifa does and what others that are fighting racism is doing now in this day and age is reminding them that, no, that's not the case. You just got lucky.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things that I like about this documentary is we get to see, as you said, a view of the activists that are fighting against these people and their way of thinking. And you're definitely one of the people in this show that does not have a problem getting right out there on the front lines with a lot of this stuff. Does it ever scare you being out there in the middle of all this craziness?
You know, after doing this for so long, I mean, you should be on your guard, of course, if you're going to do anything like this. But I'm always telling people they're more afraid of us than we are of them. We can do more damage to them. They can't really hurt us unless we really let them. And I'm a 370-pound black man. What am I afraid of? I mean, making light of that is my thing. But fact of the matter is, you don't really have anything to fear as long as you stay on top of this. And that's the message that I always try to tell people. That's the thing I try to convey all the time. And I hopefully, especially after Charlottesville, the message is getting out that you can fight these people and you can win.
Absolutely. Now, are you worried that with times, like I said, like these, that we're going to start seeing the rise of more events taking place like Charlottesville?
More events? Maybe. But the momentum has slowed a little bit. But again, as long as we stay on top of that, they'll think twice before they try to pull another Charlottesville. They're still trying out there. We just had a little battle out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And before that, there was some nonsense going on in Tennessee. We got more coming up in April, also in Tennessee, just outside Nashville. So yeah, they're still gonna go out there. They're still filling their roast. They're still gonna try to keep the momentum going. But I think the momentum is being slowed by us because we're fighting them.
I absolutely agree. Now, I do find documentaries like this very interesting to watch because it's kind of mind-boggling to see people that are actually believing some of the crazy things that folks like Richard Spencer and things like that are preaching, and it's crazy seeing people just absorbing that and taking it in like this is definitely the way it should be. What is it like for you coming face to face with people that believe the same way that Richard Spencer does and many like him?
I'm kind of used to it because I've been doing this for 30 years. What drives me up the wall is seeing when they're black and Hispanic, because that's happening now. You see blacks, Hispanics, Jews all saying that Richard Spencer was a great guy. And that's just dumb. That is just downright dumb. But it's happening. And I think that people always say that we should have some dialogue with them. And yes, I do talk to them. We should debate them. And we should talk to them to hear where they're coming from. And what is it that they are going to teach us that we haven't already learned from fighting them in World War II?
Yeah.
All right? I mean, we pretty much got an idea of what they're about, and we know that it's wrong. And they know that it's wrong. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sneaking around trying to do it. Again, the only thing that we need to do is just basically convey the message to them that is, you're not going to belong for this world if you don't give it up.
Very, very true. Do you think that, again, as more people seem to be getting more politically active, and I mean, even with the primaries that just happened, even here in Texas, we're noticing a lot more blue areas that are taking over where we're totally hard red areas. Do you think we're ever going to get to see a light at the end of the tunnel with even racism or with even the ability of the alt-right to be so, I guess, as strong as it is now?
Well, let me put it like this. When I just mentioned the fact that there are black, Hispanic, neo-fascists out there that are working with these white supremacists. If white supremacists feel that the only way that they can go forward is with us, I think we might be doing something right. If they cannot function without us being a part of their lives, then all we have to do is just maintain whatever the heck it is we're doing. And we'll prosper. We'll be fine. Now, in regards to Texas, hey, Texas is a tough nut to crack now. This place is blood red.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like it can happen. It looks like you can see some blue or even purple segments of this state. It's going to take some time. Maybe the time is now, but we will see. The one thing I will tell you this, to give people a little bit of hope, is that we are evolving as a people. We are asking the right questions and we are coming up with the right solutions. Eventually, what we're looking for will be here. I always make the point about Phyllis Schlafly. She fought against ERA, the Equal Rights Amendment, but lived long enough to see everything she tried to keep the Equal Rights Amendment from doing happen anyway. I mean, you gotta look at it like that. We will be all right. We just gotta make sure that we don't lose our minds just as much as the knuckleheads on the other side.
This is true. Now, if you could say one thing to the current administration and have it really sink into them, what would that be?
I would say to the current administration, this is not the game you want to play. You will rue the day that you pick to fight with this country, or this society, because we apparently must love this society a heck of a lot more than the current administration does, and they're going to learn the hard way that.
Absolutely. Well, again, you guys can check out more about all of this by checking out Alt-Right Age of Rage, documentary showing here at South by Southwest 2018. It is fantastic. Daryle, thank you so much for talking with us. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
All right.
Thank you, guys.